I'm Pieter De Waal from BMW, and I'm sitting here on our latest edition of the R1200RT. This motorcycle features now, besides facelift, a brand new engine. The engine is derived from the HP2, which is the motorcycle that we brought out a year and a half ago, which is the 130 horsepower plus engine. In this particular motorcycle, the horsepower has been reduced because we wanted to make the motorcycle appropriate for touring. And it's also the case with the GS and the Adventure, where we trimmed and refined the engine for the specific needs of off-road. What makes the new engine so great is the fact that it delivers significantly more torque. It's been achieved through utilizing, obviously, the new technology that the twin overhead cam engine has. It has also got bigger valves and a whole host of other technical features. Essentially what happens is you get much better airflow to the engine and away from the engine, and as a result of that, of course, you get more power. The engines, because of the power and the torque influence, is much faster on acceleration, and the motorcycles therefore also increases the smile factor. It's really a motorcycle which now, compared to its predecessor, is more refined, better handling in traffic and so on, and just all around. Maybe the paper doesn't show it, but if you ride the motorcycle, it's just chalk and cheese from where we were. And if you consider that we in this category were really the benchmark, I think we succeeded in pushing that benchmark considerably with a new generation of motorcycles. We'll launch these motorcycles at the end of the month. That means end of January 2010 to the public, and that's around the corner. The second important innovative feature on this motorcycle is electronic suspension adjustment, or ESA. In fact, we call it ESA 2. And what it does is it regulates the suspension and optimizes that for all sort of riding conditions. And that's done by the push of a button. Here on the left-hand side, as you probably zoom in there, that's the ESA button. And as you push this button, it scrolls through various modes. And as you scroll through the modes, you select a riding condition. Now, how this is achieved is by, for both the front and the rear suspension, you can electronically adjust the damping. That means both the compression as well as the rebound. In other words, you make it more comfortable or stiffer or sportier as the circumstances want, as well as you can adjust the spring. Now, previously you could adjust the springs already, in other words, the pre-tension on the spring, but what makes this innovation so unique is now on the back you can not only adjust the spring tension but also the spring rate. Now that's done again through a rather technical process which I don't want to go into, but it means that effectively you have various rear springs in the motorcycle. And as you would appreciate, if you have different springs in the back of the motorcycle, you can then very easily and optimally adjust the shock absorber through its damping to work ideally with the spring. And that means you can have a motorcycle which you ride either on your own or two up with luggage, and then suggest at the same time you can select various modes, whether you want to go comfortably cruising or whether you want to go around the Alps really fast and in a sporty mode. And this is all done through the push of a button, which of course takes the thinking and the cumbersome adjustment that was previously necessary out of this feature. To conclude on the R1200RT, the outside facelift appearances might be subtle, but under the skin you find a very different motorcycle with a brand new great engine and with a suspension and handling which is now fully adjustable, and as a consequence probably the ultimate motorcycle today on the market for riding, and specifically for touring long distance, two up without it and with luggage.